Hello students, what we are going to discuss today is unit 4.2, that is making a socialist society. What we have seen in the last video, we have discussed about the civil war and what was there in February Revolution. The king was removed from the throne and a provincial government came, or the provisional government came. Then what happened in February? After February Revolution, October Revolution happened. In October Revolution, the Bolsheviks removed the provisional government. Then there was the establishment of the Bolshevik. Then what happened after the Bolshevik? There was the civil war, and in civil war, the civil war was between the whites, reds, and the greens. Greens were the socialist liberals, those who were non-Bolshevik, and whites were pro-Tsarist. Pro-Tsarist means those who were in the favor of autocratic rule, and these two were fighting against the Bolshevik rule. But Bolsheviks were in power, so what they did, they curbed the revolt of whites and the greens. Right. So now what is there after the Lenin? Who was the head of the Bolshevik party? Vladimir Lenin. But after the death of the Vladimir Lenin, who became the ruler? Stalin. Who became the ruler of this? Who took over all the thing? That was Stalin. Right. Now making a socialist society. During the civil war, the Bolshevik kept industries and bank nationalized. What was there? He nationalized the bank. Industries means the government will take care of the banks and industries. They permitted peasants to cultivate the land that had been socialized. Means they distributed the land and they gave the permission to the peasants, then they can cultivate that land. Bolshevik used confiscated land to demonstrate what collective work would be. Means they were using the land that was confiscated. Confiscated means जो कब्जे में ली गई थी. Right. Land demonstrate what collective work could be, कि collective work कैसे करना है. Means the different peasants, they were working together. A process of centralized planning was introduced. Means earlier what was there, the king was following his own and the provisional government was following his own. Right. Now a process of centralized planning was introduced. Means everybody will be equal. No titles will be there, nothing will be there. Everybody will be equal in the centralized planning. Official assessed how the economy could work and set targets for 5-year period. Means 5-year plans were implemented. 5-year plans. What are 5-year plans? 5-year plans means target were set. Right. What was the target? That whatsoever target was there, they have to achieve that target within 5 years. That were the 5-year periods. 5-year period or 5-year plan. On this basis, they made 5-year plans. The government fixed all prices to promote the industrial growth during the first 2 plans. Means what the government did, they fixed the prices. They fixed all the prices to promote industrial growth during the first 2 plans. Right. So what was there next? So the first 5-year plan was there 1927-32, and the second 5-year plan was there 1933-38 in Russia. It was there in Russia. And you have to tell me when the first 5-year plan was implemented in India. And what was there? Centralized planning led to economic growth. Centralized planning led to economic growth. And industrial production increased between 1929 and 33 by 100% in the case of oil, coal and steel. What happened? In coal, steel and oil, the production went 100% up. New factory cities came into being. Which were the major factory cities were there? One was Petrograd, earlier the name was St. Petersburg, right, and another one was Moscow. However, rapid construction led to poor working condition. Means more and more industries were there, then it led to poor working condition. What kind of condition was there? In city of the Magnitogorsk, the construction of a steel plant was achieved within 3 years. Means in this city, the construction plant of steel plant has been achieved within 3 years. Workers workers lived hard lives, and result was 550 stoppages of work in the first year alone. In the steel plant, what was there, the life of the workers was very hard, and what happened that within 1 year they stopped the work for 550 times, means very frequently, twice in a day, approximately twice in a day they were stopping the work because of the poor working condition. What was there in living quarters? In the winter time, there was the temperature 40 degree below, minus 40 degree temperature was there, and people had to climb down from the fourth floor to dash across in the street order to go to toilet. If anybody want to go to toilet in the night time or any time, then in the winters what was there, minus 40 degree temperature was there, and if a person is living on the fourth floor, then he has to go down, he has to come down or the climb down to the fourth floor, and on the ground floor, and he has to go to the toilet. Then what happened, an extended schooling system developed by the Bolshevik party. An extended schooling system developed, and arrangements were made for factory workers and peasants to enter universities. Earlier, what was there? Those who were peasants were busy in fighting or doing the work. Now the government was doing the work for them. What kind of work? They were arranging the education system for schooling system for them. Crutches were established in the factories for children of women. Crutches means where the children are kept. Kept means play school type. Cheap public health care was provided. Means government was providing the facilities. Whose government was there? Bolshevik. Government was providing the facilities to the people. Right. People model living quarters were set up for the workers. The effect of all this was uneven, though since government's resources were limited. Earlier we have seen that the condition was not good, and here we are talking about conditions were good. Conditions were good, but in certain areas, but in very limited areas. Most of the areas they were suffering from the working condition. In certain areas it was there because the resources of the government was limited, right? And next thing, what is there, that see, you can see in this image, children are studying, children at school in Soviet Russia, and this is the dining hall. And next is there that Stalin and collectivization. Stalinism and the collectivization. I told you after the death of the Lenin, what happened, that there was the rule of Stalin. This person is Stalin, Joseph Stalin, right? The period, and what is there, the ideology of Stalin is known as the Stalinism, and the collectivization means do the cultivation on the collective lands, right? Let's see. The people of the early planned economy was linked to the disasters of the collectivization of agriculture. By 1927-28, the towns in Soviet Russia were facing an acute shortage of grain supplies. What was there in 1927-28 in Soviet Russia were facing the problem of a shortage of grain. So what the government did, the government fixed prices at which grain must be sold, but the peasants refused to sell their grains to the government buyers at these price. What the government did, government fixed the prices so that everybody can buy the grain, but farmers or peasants refused to sell the grains to the government. So what the Stalin did, Stalin, who headed the party after the death of Lenin, introduced firm emergency measure. He believed that rich peasants and traders in the countryside were holding stocks in the hope of higher prices. He was thinking that he was believed that the rich peasants and traders, what they were doing, they are holding the grains. When supply will be less in the market, then what will be there, the prices will increase. So speculation had to be stopped and supply is confiscated. Speculation means when the supply is less, demand is more, means सस्ते दामों पर खरीदना और महंगे दामों पर बेचना. That had to be stopped and supply confiscated. Confiscated means controlled. So in 1928, party members toured the grain producing area, supervising enforced grain collection and raiding kulaks. Kulaks means the rich peasants. What the party members were doing? They were raiding on the rich peasants. That Stalin was believed that the rich peasants had hoarded the grains. That's why they were raiding on the kulaks. The name of well-to-do peasants are known as kulaks. As shortage continued, he was raiding to the people kulaks, but then also there was a shortage of grain. Then what happened? The decision was taken to collectivize farm. He was thinking that the land distribution system has made the system worse because the land is divided into short pieces. So what he introduced the collectivization of farm. He was argued that grain shortage was partly due to the small size of land holdings. After 1917, at the time of Vladimir Lenin, land had been given over to the peasants. The small size peasant farms could not be modernized. Means small farms cannot be modernized. So what he did, he introduced the collective to develop modern farms and run them along the industrial line with the machinery. It was necessary to eliminate kulaks. फर्स्ट थिंग टू एलिमिनेट कुलक्स. सबसे पहले तो कुलक्स को एलिमिनेट करना होगा. देन टेक अवे लैंड फ्रॉम पीजेंट्स एंड एस्टेब्लिश स्टेट कंट्रोल लार्ज फार्म्स. Right, now every land will be under the control of a state. What followed by was Stalin's collectivization program. From 1929, the party forced the peasants to cultivate in the collective farms. That was known as khols. Means collective farms were known as khols. When it was forced in 1929, the bulk of land and implements were transferred to the ownership of collective farms. Peasants worked on the land and the khols profit was shared. Means now they were collectively they were working, and what was there, that they were sharing the profit with that they were getting from the khols. Enraged means angered, peasants resisted the authorities and destroyed their livestock. Between 1929 and 31, the number of cattle fell by 1/3. Means the number of cattle reduced. Those who resisted collectivization were severely punished. Those who opposed the collectivization system, they were severely punished. Many were deported and exiled. बहुत सारों को देश निकाला दे दिया गया. As they resisted collectivization program, peasants argued that they were not rich. They were not against socialism. They merely did not want to work in the collective farm for a variety of reasons. The peasants said that they are not against the socialism, but they do not want to work on the collective farm. But Stalin government allowed some independent cultivation, but treated such cultivators as unsympathetically. Means they were not giving them any benefit. In spite of collectivization, production did not increase immediately. After the implementation of the collectivization program, then also there was no increase in the crop. In fact, bad harvests 1930-33 led to one of the most devastating famine in Soviet history, when over 40 lakh people died. 4 million people died. Right. So this was the collectivization and Stalin's program or ideology. So collectivization program became a fail. Right. So in the next video, what we will discuss, this is there. Many within the party criticized the confusion in the industrial production under the planned economy and consequences of collectivization. Many were confused within the party. Stalin and his sympathizer charged these critics with the conspiracy against the socialism. उन्हें जासूसी के जुर्म में क्या कर दिया गया, जेल में डाल दिया, उनको चार्ज लगाया गया. एक्यूजेशन वर मेड थ्रू आउट द कंट्री एंड बाय 1939 2 million वर प्रिजनर्स और लेबर कैंप्स. What was there? 2 million people were charged as the conspiracy and they were put in prison and labor camps. Labor camps were like the concentration camp where they were mistreated very brutally. Most were innocent of the crimes, but no one spoke for them. A large number were forced to make false confession under torture were executed. Means under torture they were torturing them very maximum people were innocent, and but after torturing what they did, they accepted the crime whether they had commit or not, and they were executed. Several among them talented professionals. Means those who were executed, several among them what was their talented professionals, right? So this was there, and in the next video this is the last topic, the global influence of the Russian Revolution and the USSR. We'll complete our chapter, right? So till then, revise the chapter and make the extra question answers. And tell to your friends also that they have to watch the video. If they are not watching, tell to them to watch, because I am not going to teach them again. Then these chapters are very important chapter, and I'll give the questions from in text, from the text, not the NCERT question answers. So inform your friends. Thank you.